go on. In fact, hi everyone. Hi, Teresa Walkerly from teresawalkerly.com. Welcome to Manifesting Monday, Monday Spotlight. We have Shari Pheasant here from Horsepower Strategies. And I was just actually talking with her because we've used StreamYard before. And I know sometimes when we get comments, we can't see who is on unless they give the permission. So I'm wondering here, do you know how we do that? Do you know how we actually get?
There is. So on your Facebook page, right in the post, it says on there that you need to give, if you give StreamYard permission, then they'll post your name. So it's about you clicking on the link, because the minute you set this broadcast up for live, Teresa, it showed it on your Facebook page. And so they just go into the typed word where it says, here it comes. And at the bottom, there's a little link there and you just click on it. That way, any comment you make will show us your name so we can see who you are.
Perfect. So it's that easy. So give permission if we want to see who you are, and then we can see your comments and your thumbs up. So hi everyone, welcome again. Okay, and you're going to see like maybe Shari's arm moving here. And last week we had Alana Haim on from Prosperity Alignment, and my dog Bubba, he's almost just 12 and a half, is over here panting. So if you hear panting, that we should show them really quickly. Like here's Bubba.
Bubba, say
there's
hello.
Bubba. There he is. So you guys are going to see Bubba. And remember, if you give permission to StreamYard, then we can see who you are and where you are watching.
Bubba reminds me of Valor. I feel like we're in the
Valcor.
Valcor. We're in the, what was it called, the movie again?
It is called
The
Never Ending Story.
The
Never Ending Story.
I feel like I'm riding Valcor.
He's the sweetest, you guys. He's my first boy. And so I want to really quickly tell you guys. So last week I got questions on, what those mean. And so really quickly, Shari, thank you okay. So over here, so this is old Japanese calligraphy, and it's not kanji, it's ancient writing. And so over here, this one means love, and the other one means prosperity. And so that's what those mean. Hi, thank you for watching. I always like to talk a little bit too to give people time to come on.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's been a few minutes. So hi.
They get that notice, right? Teresa's live. Hold on a minute, right?
Yes. So we're here, and you can see Shari's arm going up because my dog is just so excited
playing with football
about being here too, and he should be, because Shari's amazing. So let me go ahead and get started, right? Manifesting Mondays, Monday Spotlight. And I'm here with Shari Pheasant. And you guys, she is a big deal here. I mean, a big deal anyway. But I learned about Shari before we've even met. And you want to listen, stay here and listen, because you're going to want what she has to offer. Shari and I, we share similar backgrounds, and some of you know that I'm a mentor at Nevada Youth Empowerment Project for those girls 18 to 24, and they come from similar backgrounds to mine. And Shari, I'll let her tell you more of who she is and where she came from. But as soon as I read that and I found out about that, I was like, instant connection. Plus, my bestie, Alana, really loves her so much. And if someone's in with Alana, they're in with me, because she's got the best
connection.
Instant. Yeah. So again, this is Shari Pheasant from Horsepower Strategies. And she has a lot to tell us today about horsepower, what she does, who she is, why she does it, and what she has to offer. So let's go ahead and get into it. So Shari, why don't you tell everybody, who you are and what you do?
Well, let's start with our connection, because I think that's important. I think a lot of times we forget about where we came from, right? And so it's really important as a leader to never forget where you came from. And so I want to be very transparent and open with everyone. So I expose my vulnerability. I like to call it my naked, in all sorts of ways. When I talk with clients, when I connect with fellow peers, other women. And so I come from a background that was pretty volatile. My parents were divorced when I was 5 years old. My father was in the mafia back east. We moved all the way out to California to get away from that. And when my mother remarried, we moved to Washington, D.C. My stepdad worked at the Pentagon. And so I've gotten to travel a lot as a child. However, I came from a broken home. By 10th grade, I put myself in a foster home. Like, I walked down to Child Protective Services and said, hi, my parents and I aren't getting along. I'm being naughty and it's going bad. My grades are getting awful. So they were kind of blown away by that, right? I'm blown away by that now. Then it was normal to me. Just felt like me being me. But that's what I did. And through that, I then went to college. I started managing at 18. I was in my first management job. By the time I was 22, I was managing 120 women at 5 clothing stores with $8.2 million in revenue a year. So I hit the fast pace. Now, I'm a doer driver 100%. I'm about 82% influencer. I don't have a lot of compliance in me. And my supporter is about 8. So what that looks like is, if you fall down, I'm going to give you a hand. I'm going to help you up as long as you're helping yourself. But if I'm carrying the load for you and I want it more than you do, I'm letting go. It's just my gig, right? I believe in having it within ourselves and getting through all of that. So that's a lot about me. I'm also very resourceful. I'm very purpose-driven. I'm very receptive to new ideas and more objective than harmonious. So I realize he's laughing at me.
In the background. Hey, Tristan.
But he really has earphones on. I swear he's not laughing at my story.
Listen to Shari. Like, she's amazing, right? You can tell she's a natural born leader. I mean, you left home at such a young age. You knew it in your heart. I mean, I did the same thing, not as young.
But I haven't always been a good leader. And I haven't always been a good leader. I'm a bulldozer. I'm a fire hose. I used to think I wasn't enough. My conditioning from this world was, you're not skinny enough, fat enough, pretty enough, ugly enough, any enough. And so I was always working harder to prove my value and my worth. I think a lot of us do that, and we don't even realize that. We almost justify ourselves to others, and that's what we don't need to do. And I know that through training, through investing in myself, I have learned that I'm a fire hose. And this is why I do what I do. I go into businesses where I'm typically hired for an employee problem. Let's be real. And what I end up working on is a leadership and communication problem, a gap that I find. And that shows why we have over 50%, 68, 65, 71, depending on whatever number you want to look at, of people that are disengaged at work. And I believe that that disengagement travels home with us, because I believe in the holisticness of life. I know that we need tangible results. We need to be accountable and responsible in the work that we do. I also believe we should have that in our own life for ourselves, and we don't. And I believe that companies and work environments should care more about people. Teresa, we're the ones that build the company. We're the ones that promote the company. We're the ones that grow the company. We keep the company sustainable every day. It's not about things and processes and product, though.
No.
It's really about people.
100%.
People.
And we all know right now, I mean, now is the time to really collaborate and work together. I mean, really, it just is.
Chills.
If there's any other time in history, now is the perfect
Now
time.
is the time for everybody to collectively come together and look at us. We're visionary. So we're in our 2nd year already, a little bit ahead of the curve, with everyone coming together. We have an amazing event in September that I'm so tickled that you're a part of now, that it's Women Lifting Women. So here's what I know as a female leader, that women are 50% of the workforce, yet we're less than 30% of the executive leadership, right? And we talk about glass ceilings all the time. However, ladies, I need to let you know, we broke the glass ceiling. Everybody, woo, woo.
What?
It's broken, yes.
All right.
However, now we have to deal with the broken rung, because they're popping women into CEO positions that have the training, et cetera, but they're not taking women and pushing them up the ladder. So at about the manager, senior manager level, that's where we find the broken rung, because it's our step to get up the ladder, right? And so that's what we're working on, because women leaders, and when companies have women leaders, they perform better. And it's not about women. It's about men and women in diversity, right? Of thinking, and all of us in diversity in so many ways now that we think that companies have been saying for a long time, this is what makes a better company. So I am loving being a part of helping women look within and dig in, because we don't need to level up. We don't need to lean in. There's nothing more we need to do other than bring out our greatness that we have. And I know that. So that's what we do at this retreat. And it's a blast.
I love it. We got to collaborate, work together, and bring out all of our strengths. It's like she said, it's not about just women leveling up. It's about working together, men and women, all of us across the board, and digging in. So tell us about the retreat. So we're here to talk about Lead Your Legacy, which I am a part of. So why don't you tell everybody about the retreat?
The retreat. So Lead Your Legacy is a holistic business retreat. So what we do is we build you from the inside. So we core you out. We start helping you take inventory. We take looks at barriers. We get input from others. We've got presenters that are really going to have great activities for everybody. And then we send you off with your greatness, with a direction, with a path, with a plan. And I have a program that I've had a handful of women in all year, and they'll be there to share their success and what they've experienced. And this has been online every other week, 90 minutes. That's it. That's all it takes. It doesn't take a lot when you know what you're doing, when you understand the methodologies and the strategies that can really help you, right? It's not full of fluff. It's full of love. It's full of compassion and feelings, yet we also have real heavy duty strategies, right? And real tangible results that we can get for women.
I love that. I'm all about love and connection. I really am, but not fluff. And, let's get tangible and practical action steps and results.
Well, and I know some of you are going, what? How can you have a retreat? Don't worry. Our live is closed. We've got a very select group of women that are going to be with us this year that are amazing. And we have virtual tickets now. So we are selling virtual tickets so you can experience. We have an actual virtual host for you. So she'll be hosting you online so you can be heard. We can hear your questions. We can maybe even put you up on a screen to comment with us. You'll take part. We have a box you're going to get delivered to your house right before the retreat that has some special goodies in it so you can actually take part with us. So it's going to be great.
Cool. And so why don't you tell everyone a little bit of, I know Alana's going to be there, so she talks about money, but the speakers, so what subjects are going to be covered?
So we start out with a plan. We teach you how to bookend. One of our presenters is all about self-care. And so she's going to come and teach you how to take specific actions every day that give you the time to pour into yourself. Because look, if you're not a healthy vessel, there's nothing really good that's going to come from that. So we have presenters that are going to take you to making your passion your profession, and how to make your profession something you're passionate about. So how to really dig in there. We have Alana obviously coming to do your human design chart and show you how to know your energy that you were born with. We have Rachel coming, who is a brand specialist, and she talks about personal brands. So not just the brand of your company, but your personal brand of who you are. We know a lot of women entrepreneurs, whether you are in real estate or coaching. There's all kinds of professions we can have. We need to even if you're a vice president of a company, you need to know your personal brand. You need to know what you stand for, how others perceive you. That's a secret that we're going to bring out.
So everything's covered. Your health. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anyone else.
Your finances.
Money, your brand.
And Brenda Terry, amazing master NLP coach. She's coming to talk about language and self-sabotage. So we're really excited about that. Things that we may have, these blind spots that we just don't see. So we're really working to bring out some blind spots, to have some fun. We're going to be at a private mansion estate up there. So we can let everybody experience Tahoe virtually. We're going to have special, one of our gals, she's going to go kayaking out there, and then she takes a video. And so during the break, you get to watch the kayak video. Also virtually, you get an extra 15 minutes privately with every speaker. We'll put the speaker with the virtual audience after she's presented, that the people live don't get that. So that is something our virtual audience gets just for them.
So fun, you guys. And I'm one of the people, it's a very small group of people because of COVID-19 are actually going to be there live. Hi, Alana. Thank you for hiding. And she put in there, you're all invited to join us, so virtually join us. It's going to be amazing and fun. So make sure to do that. And so why don't you tell everyone how they can get their ticket? How can we get a hold of you, or how can we get the ticket actually?
Okay, so we have a Facebook page, Lead Your Legacy Women's Retreat on Facebook. So if you just click on Lead Your Legacy or type it up in your URL for Facebook. It'll bring up both our retreat page that talks about the retreat, has a link to go to get your tickets. And then we also have a group. It's called the Lead Your Legacy Women's Active Group. And every Wednesday, we have been online at 3 o'clock from 3 to 3:30, so very succinct amount of time that we are giving takeaways. All of our presenters have presented, so you can get to know them prior. We just started our first email out to all the attendees today. So everybody's going to get an email once a week for 8 weeks to prep for the event. I mean, this is a big deal, ladies. It's awesome. So, and then you can also go to virtual, virtual leadyourlegacytahoe.com. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can join. Maybe we can put a link underneath this.
So I put a link already in the lives in StreamYard. And so you'll have a link straight to Horsepower Strategies and then also to Lead Your Legacy Tahoe 2020. Is that how it's, so it's Lead Your Legacy?
No, leadyourlegacytahoe.com. But that has your live and virtual ticket on it.
Okay.
It talks mostly about the live. The live ability to purchase live has been shut down. So we can't do that.
Okay.
So we made a whole new landing page that's just virtual.leadyourlegacy.com.
So we'll put that in the chat here right in just a moment, and to make sure that everyone can go and get your virtual ticket. You guys, this is a big deal. And like I said, I mean, I knew Shari before she even met me because of connections. And I right away was like, my pupils turned to hearts, you know. And then when I read about her and everything, I was like, okay, this is somebody that I really want to be in the circle, and I only work with people who are doing great things and are in integrity. And then, you know, my bestie loves her so much, so I'm like in. So that's why we talked
together. Mutual. This is mutual. I love the energy. I've learned from Alana as well. I took some of her training. I love reaching out to other coaches and filling myself up so that I can serve well. And I love the people that we brought up here to this retreat that we've put together in a succinct pattern and path for you as well. So I've been working on that for the last week, just really fixing and fine-tuning the schedule, because we're going to have a couple times where we get to go enjoy Tahoe too, which is really fun.
Guys, this is a big deal, so jump on board. And you know, I do have to tell you that I won a ticket. We played a game, and I wanted to have virtual tickets, so you can be anywhere in the world or anywhere in the United States and watch this. Can people internationally watch? I should
internationally can watch. Anywhere can watch.
Okay.
And we should, you know, I don't know if we should give away a ticket today. You know what we should do? Everybody that watches this, let's give them a week. Because maybe some people are working right now and they can't see this.
Okay.
And they rewatch you.
Love it.
I'm all about opportunity for all.
Good.
Right?
Good.
So what if we did something in the next week? Maybe the people that post, here he is, Bubba. So we do something about the people that maybe answer your post or something like that on your the most activity on your page in the next week.
Okay.
Gets a free virtual ticket.
Okay. All right. We could do that. I could tally it up. So what is it? Today is Manifesting Monday, of course. By next Sunday.
Manifesting Monday.
You'll
give it away. But Sunday, cut it off.
And then on Manifesting Monday, I will give it away. Why? That's awesome. Okay. All right. I mean, she's a natural born leader. Anyway, you heard everything.
I like to have fun.
Yeah, and I love it too. So that gives you guys a chance to have some activity, and I'll see the people who give the most activity.
So activity, define it. Comments, hearts, any of those little emoji things, except for the angry. The angry one's not going to count. You can't do the angry. We're cutting that angry one. I know. I bet you don't. But just thinking somebody's a little sassy out there, and they're being a little sassy. We want to make sure they know, right? So a comment counts for 5 points. An emoji counts for 3 points.
Oh my goodness.
Now you get to tally.
Putting up the work. Okay, so all right, I'll narrow this down and we'll tally it up. And then so whoever has the most, then we will give that ticket away. And this is a big deal. You're going to learn so much about your health, taking care of yourself, your money, your brand, your self-talk, and NLP, right? Did I cover it all?
Your leadership acuity. So your leadership acuity is what we work on, is your ability to be very direct and very specific with your leadership, because leadership is about influence and impact. And ladies, we all want influence and impact to bring the greatness to the world that we see in our vision. And we want you to be able to make that happen. And so this is about pouring into you. This is a 10-year commitment for us, this retreat is. So if for some reason you don't make it virtual, I don't know why. We've got great specials going on. You got to make it virtually. Then put it on your list for next year. It's something we're going to be doing for a while.
You're not going.
No, we're not, because we're women that are digging in with other women, and we say we're getting naked, and it's not like the real naked thing. You don't even touch your clothes. It's just about your inside coming out. It's about being true to who you are on the outside, and being vulnerable and transparent, because that's the new leadership.
So get your ticket now, you guys. And, Shari, you can, if you just coming on now, go back, play the whole thing, and it's worth the 20 minutes. And I might have you on again, and then we have some other really cool things. I could lead you to Shari's page and everything else. So thank you guys for joining.
Thanks, everybody.
Love you, Alana. Come and join
us at
the retreat, and we will see you soon. Join next Monday. So lead your legacy, and we'll put the right link in here. So bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Have a great week. Make it happen.
Make it happen.